Hello and welcome back to Spriteguard Plays Roguelight. Let's head right back into the dungeon and see if we can make a little bit more progress. We're going to have to... I think I'm going to try and play a little bit on the more careful side. I have been doing some score running in this game, and so I'm kind of in the right mindset to approach this more from the point of view of let's see if we can get the most coins that we are able to get. And so we're going to be really scouring the ground for coins, really looking out for lanterns. They're going to be our best source of coins that we can get from arrows. And the ground is going to be our number one best source of coins because they are free. But we're going to have to be a little bit careful because the coins on the ground aren't going to be sufficient. And so we're going to have to get coins with arrows, so we're going to have to pay attention to where the arrows are on a level. There's 3 up here, there's 2 down here, and we can pull off little tricks like that to squeeze a few extra coins out that we wouldn't have been able to get as easily elsewhere. And that was a mistake that's going to cost us an arrow, but hopefully that's not too big of a cost. We do have these 3 up here, those 2 down on the other side, and it looks like there is some territory up here, another one up here, some coins. That's very nice. Lots of arrows on this level, so we should be able to light pretty much every lantern, assuming we don't miss too much, and kill most of the ghouls as well. Let's see, that's going to land the coins on spikes if I do it that way, so we'll shoot in that direction. Little optimizations like that can help to squeeze a few more coins out. This level is looking pretty small. We've already found the exit. It looks like there is more down here, and Magic Arrow is actually treating us very well. So barely anything more down here, just 1 lantern. But maybe down here there's something. Now it looks like once again we're kind of running into a dead end. So this may be the full extent of level 1, in which case we are going to just fill up on our arrows and make sure that we have a fresh arrow to light our way once we drop down into the pit. And we are on our way to level 2. Oh dear, I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage. I don't want to land the coins on the spikes, and so I was kind of hesitating. Let's see, is there a way of doing this that won't land the coins on the spikes? Let's see, if I do that... Okay, we only lost 1 coin there, and we managed to... We got the hearts that we need, and we managed to save an arrow. And so that was a good play overall. Now here, I want to see... Okay, we managed to get 2 lanterns, but we did not get that ghoul. So I want to, whoops, navigate around here as well as I can. And I am just not doing a very good job of it. Hopefully we will find plenty of hearts. We can check. I often find hearts and stuff way up here in the rafters. But it looks like just arrows for us today. We can keep looking though. Check if there's anything off in the distance. And we have plenty of arrows here, so we can actually kill that ghoul. Oh, jeez. Even more damage. We can kill that ghoul without much worry, but we can't take this much damage and not worry. This is getting a little bit ridiculous. So, going to have to just kind of shake it off and carry on. Just try and get as many coins as we can. We're getting to the point in the game where we're going to need a lot of coins to make much progress. And so I'm a little bit nervous. I don't feel as confident as I did before when I could say, okay, we're at 88 coins. We can you know, we can say, all right, we'll be able to unlock something at least. You know, I don't feel like I have that confidence anymore. I think probably we will be able to unlock something. And I probably did not exhaust that level as much as I could have, but oh dear. Even more damage. But we did find a heart on this level, so we're doing not well, not even maybe okay, but we're going. There is a skeleton up there that I would really not like to be hit by, but it seems to be a little bit confused as to our whereabouts. Managed to get it and the lantern. That's a lot of coins. Now we're getting into the territory where I feel pretty confident we're going to be able to unlock something. And I missed that lamp, but still managed to use that arrow fairly effectively, which is nice. So we're starting to get to the point where, you know, we should be able to unlock something. Let's aim to see if we can unlock 2 things. And that's going to require a lot more coins than we currently have. Ah, I managed to kind of blindly find a platform for us to land on, but alas, there's nothing up here. So we will carry on, continue gathering coins, and it looks like we are on to level 4 already. Alright. This game can go pretty quickly when you're in the rhythm of it. And now we're doing pretty well for health, and now we're starting to get into a less ideal arrow situation. Oh dear. Okay, now we're just in a bad situation altogether. But we have passed the threshold where we're going to be able to unlock something. So that is all right. We can grab a couple more arrows here. And then probably lanterns are probably the best possible way we can use arrows. Using them to kill monsters is not really any more effective, and we are actually full up on arrows once again. I think we might even have a couple more down there. And we got a little more health, so we're starting to kind of make a comeback. And I just need to navigate in the dark a little bit because I don't want to waste an arrow just trying to find my way around. Once we get up here, it's dark enough that... oh dear! But there is a set of arrows up there for us to grab. Another coin. Lots of arrows over here, so we should remember this spot. And it looks like there is lots of exploring for us to do still on this level. Even more arrows. We really need hearts more than anything right now. We're doing quite well for arrows. But we are quite low on hearts. Let's see, what's the best way of getting this lamp? Oh dear. That'll work. And that got us quite a few coins. I think there was even a coin nestled in the corner there. And we can refill. Oh dear. I am just not judging any of these jumps accurately, and that is really going to cost us. I don't think we're going to make it much further than this. Things are pretty dire at this point. And it looks like we are dropping into level 5. So I am going to just be trying to get every coin that I can before death takes us, which will not probably be very long from now, though we're doing okay. We're doing, you know, we're not doing as terribly as I kind of imagined we were. There's a nice refill. Oh dear. But every time I think things are going okay, we take a little bit more damage. There is a heart over here. And that was totally zero-sum. But I'm going to just keep looking for coins. Coins are going to be our number one goal, because it doesn't really matter if we win or not. We're pretty unlikely to win right now, and winning won't actually get us enough coins to really be something that I'm really stressed out about. You know, it will get us a lot of coins later on when we're a little bit more able to do it. It'll be a lot more useful, but for now, I'm not too worried. You have another one of these nice little in-between areas, but only arrows, no hearts, and hearts are what we need. We are doing fine for arrows. There's a heart. That was very nice for us to find. There's another one. So the game is starting to actually answer our prayers a little bit, and we're starting to kind of feel like we're back in the game again. Okay, I missed both of those skeletons twice. We hit one of them at least. And I want to deal with the other one just because those guys can follow you pretty doggedly. So we did see quite a few arrows back up this way, so I want to see if we can find them. They might have been all up in that in-between area that we can't get back to, so they might be gone. But just wanted to check. And now, you know, we're a little bit hurting for arrows once again, but we can do stuff like that to get double kills. And let's see, we want to make sure that these do not land on spikes, which I did a kind of okay job of doing, but I wasted an arrow. So, oh, there's 3, that's good. And then I wasted a heart, but we're very nearly back to full health. And once again, kind of hurting for arrows. So the game is continuing to kind of help us along. And it looks like we may have actually found level 6. I want to take a little bit more of a look around. Yeah, it looks like it's time to move on. Level 7! Oh my goodness. So we are actually now fighting the final boss, which I did not expect at all. And so we are going to be on the lookout for some great big lanterns. And I am taking so much damage, and we are out of arrows. And that is kind of how this fight tends to go. You run out of arrows pretty fast, and then you're stumbling around in the dark, just hoping you get enough coins, and that guy is going to be chasing you. So once we have more upgrades, we will be much more able to... So, we actually can unlock, we have the 200 that we would need, but we wouldn't be able to get anything else, the Will-o'-the-Wisp. It's one of the most powerful upgrades in the game, and one of the most useful, and so I think it might be... You know, we still have 2 quiver upgrades, 2 health upgrades, 2 double arrow upgrades, and a coins upgrade. But I think that the Will-o'-the-Wisp is what we want to get because it is just so incredibly useful. And so in the next episode, we're going to be looking at what that does and seeing if we can use it more effectively, because that is going to have a huge impact on both our survivability and our ability to conserve arrows. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.